Chain type 630DS. Pretty sure that's what that is. Chain lubricant. Unnecessary to replace the drive chain lubricant. Okay. Okay. It's time to do the thing that I wanted to do the very least, is attack this chain and sprocket housing thing. I'm wondering if I can just drain this and then not run the chain guides, but run an O-ring chain, or expose the sprocket somehow. But I'm not too sure. I think the best thing to do would just be like run it without these for now, just because I don't want to deal with an oil bath. And last time I couldn't even break this bolt. But it's not oil, this is just sludge. So this wouldn't drain anyway. So okay, time to deal with this. Okay, here's the deal. We're gonna clean this as much as we can, throw some new grease in there, and then we're just gonna run it. And this isn't the exact right grease, but it is lithium based with a little bit of moly in it. It's NLGI2, which is the same spec. So it's basically same-ish as factory spec. It'll work for the 10,000, 15,000 miles I'm going to put on this guy before I decide to go open up the chain and get like an X-ring or O-ring chain for it. So let's get dirty again. So it's about this point in time that I found one of the bolts was snapped off inside of the aluminum case. Try as I might, I couldn't extract it, so what I ended up doing was just drilling it out. And then I decided to fill it with JB Weld, which you will see in a little bit. Alright, these little accordion clamps are all cleaned and degreased. That was annoying. But this is the last piece of the puzzle. These are clean. That's mostly clean. That's clean and repaired. There was a stripped bolt right here that I had to spend many hours extracting. I ended up drilling it large, I think with a 1/2-inch drill bit, filled it with JB Weld, and then put a bolt in there that was coated in WD-40. So essentially the threads glued up and hardened around the bolt thread. But we have a nice thread, and it should be strong enough to hold itself on there. If it isn't, I'll figure something out with a helicoil, or maybe that'll be the catalyst for me doing some sort of conversion on this. I was thinking about open chain, but you have to essentially destroy this entire outer housing to get access to this bushing. I suppose I can have a bushing machined that's the same size and just put that into place. But I also don't like the idea of chain maintenance. Yeah, maybe in the future I can do a belt conversion, but we'll see. Anyway, let's assemble this guy, put the new chain on, and well, yeah, you'll see in the time lapse. Wow, what a supreme pain in the butt that was. But we finally got the master link on. Got the back all tidied up, clamps up and bottom, top and bottom rather. Now we have to fill this guy with grease. 1 liter of grease. This is 1 pound. 453 grams. I need 2 of these plus like 1/3 of a tube of a regular grease. So I'm just gonna take the spatula and just shove it up in the top and the bottom, and then spin that over a couple times and just keep shoving grease in there until I can't shove anymore. And then once it starts really coming out the bottom there, I think I'm just gonna start putting it in either the top and the bottom from the back, button this guy up. Hopefully I never have to open this ever again. That would be nice. That bolt that I was really hoping wasn't going to strip out, just stripped out. So apparently JB Weld isn't worth like, I don't know, 10 foot-pounds. Because there's like no torque on that. But I guess I'm happy that it did it now when I just got it installed instead of like halfway to bike week or something, you know? So I'm going to get a helicoil insert and do it the right way. I just got the master link off. I'm gonna get this guy off and then put the messy piece of junk back out of the bike. You know, if I didn't just buy a chain, this right now would have me just cutting this thing apart and putting an O-ring on there, but I just don't want to do the O-ring maintenance. So let's do this. Oh my goodness, this stripped out or broken bolt has caused me hours and hours of headaches, but I'm finally done. So the JB Weld wouldn't actually keep the thread, but what I did was, I don't know if you can see that, I put 2 nuts. I threaded 2 nuts onto the edge of this bolt and just jammed it in there with JB Weld steel stick, and it's actually, it's pretty strong. I'm very happy with that. I can get a lot of torque on it, even though I don't want to over torque it for sure. But so this guy threads in there nice. The only thing is now it's, you know, it's different than that, but you know, maybe maybe a little black Sharpie will go will go the distance on hiding it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just honestly at this point I'm happy this thing is cooperating, and I can put, you know, a good amount of torque on it with a wrench without it stripping out. So see, look, it's collapsing that lock washer there without stripping. So that should be enough to keep this thing up and tension the chain. All right, let's try again, shall we? Done. One step closer to Biketoberfest. Remember, October 13th, there's a bike show. I'm going to enter this thing in. I'm entering in the metric class and the mild mod class. So we'll see what happens. It'll be fun. If you're in Daytona, come hang out. Thanks for watching.